Hey YouTube, this is Nick, Amcheck458. It's been a few months since I did my HO Fleet of Locomotives video, my two-part video, and I wanted to give you an update to that. I've got some weathered power and I've gotten some new engines since then. So I thought I'd give you just a quick video to show you all the engines from the other video are all weathered up now nicely, and I also got some new ones. So start off here with the Tower 55 BNSF ES44 DC number 7676. So let's take a look at it. Let's get the box off here. As you can see, it comes with a nice little booklet, and I've already weathered this engine. I've had this engine for about a month and a half, 2 months now. As you can see, it comes with a nice booklet. That's just a general with everything. I've already gotten some paint up here. Anyway, it comes really nicely boxed in there, and as you can see some of the weathering. So I'll take it out and put it on the track so you can see it. Here's some of the I got the engine on the track here. As you can see, it's a very nice model by Tower 55. Many people have it, so a lot of them are familiar with the model. This one's just got a light weathering, and it might be hard to see in the video. You can see there's some dirt up here and stuff that I did. All these models I'll show you are all custom weathered by me. There's some grime up on top. This all used to be like this greenish color you see here, and it's all pretty much black now. The other side of the engine's pretty much the same, just a light weathering job. Not a lot. The trucks are weathered too. Pretty good. Alright, and as you can see, the sound started up. It's pretty much the same general sound. Most of the Kato AC 4400s and Dash 9s have the sound, except this one's adapted for the Tower 55. Right, so here's the horn. As you can see, it's the K5HL. Most of the sound decoders for the other engines don't have that as an alternate, because that's not really an alternate horn for that. And then also here's the bell. I've seen other sound decoders have that bell, but most of them have that more EMD sounding bell. Then here's the headlights. It has working headlight, flashing ditch lights. I'd really like to get rid of the flashing ditch lights because that's unprototypical. The only problem I'm aware of with these engines, and I've already fixed it, but it can occur again and more than likely will, and it's the gears. The Tower 55 Gevos are notorious for cracking gears, and I already ran this engine at Lammers, my train club, before I fixed it, and the gears cracked. The first time I ran the engine, I had some stress on the engine though, so that was partially my fault, and there was some stress on the gears, and they just cracked right away. I was warned about it, so I had a method that I used, and I simply super glued the gear to the rod, and I haven't had a problem since then. In fact, the engine is running better now than it was before. I mean, it runs very smoothly, as you can see. This track's a little bit dirty, so it might be a little jumpy, but it runs better now with my fix to it than it did before. Right, the next new addition to my fleet is the Kato EMD F40PH, and this one is a Kobo. It's number 391 with sound, but this one I've adapted to be a cabbage for my Amtrak 799, 798 service that I run at the club. Alright, I got it on the track here. As you can see, it's 391. A lot of people have this. It's kind of like the QSI Dash 8s and stuff. Many people have that. Anyway, just a general headlight, directional. As you notice, there's no engine sounds, but there's a horn. And there's another new addition to the fleet, the Kato F40 PH. Alright, and here's the last new addition to the fleet. This is not really a new addition as much as it is newly added into the active fleet. But this is 166, and some of you are probably wondering, oh, Athearn hasn't made a 166. And it's true, they haven't. This was my 44, which is featured in the HO Fleet video with the Amtrak engines. I think that was part 2. I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's part 2. This was 44, and I decided I wanted to get it in active service, so I put a Soundtracks decoder, same one that's in 119, or excuse me, Loc Sound, same one that's in 119, same sound, same everything, so those two will be speed matched. And I've renumbered it to 166, and I weathered it. This was weathered with a different airbrush than the one I'm using now, and the airbrush kind of spit the paint on a little bit, so it's got a really tattered, dirty look to it, but it's okay. So I'll get this one out on the track and running as well. Alright, so as you can see, I got it on the track. The headlight's a little bit dimmer on this one than on 119. I do plan on putting ditch lights and markers in this locomotive since it's used primarily for my commuter service, you know, going back and forth. But hopefully I can get some long haul. Here's what I was talking about the spitting. I'm kind of not pleased with that. I used somebody else's airbrush on. Not going to be using it anymore because of that, and I already have my own anyway. But, so it spit a little bit right there, but it's not horrible. And as you can see, I made this one kind of dirty. There's a lot of dirt and stuff on the side of the engine, kicked up by the trucks, and it's weathered nicely up on top. The wheels have also been rusted using Flow Quill paint pens, the rust color, and I've painted the ladders prototypically yellow where they belong, and the couplers are also painted as well. Same sounds on this engine as the other one. Same horn, same bell. This is the last, not necessarily new addition, but new addition to the active roster is 166, formerly known as the non-operable 44.